Hello my friends and welcome to episode 23. Let's squash this tiny fleet. It's regrettable that you have to actually do all of these fights to get the EXP out of them. I would much prefer if I could just auto-resolve fights like this, but it's kind of like, you know, then you won't get any EXP on your officer. And I want the EXP on my officers because it's just totally critical. I don't even care what the enemy... well, I know it's for Nemesis. It has to be. Oh, I didn't repair this fleet. That makes things interesting. Considering that this has got 2 HP.
Launching fighters.
Okay, alright, so... the bottom armor is full.
Yes, sir.
I did not repair this fleet, that is a problem. Well, that's not really. It's actually not really a problem. It's for Nemesis. We should be able to just gun them down pretty fast. Let's just fly my crippled fleet out of danger. Well, my crippled flagship. The other ships are actually barely damaged.
Yes, sir.
And off you go, boys. You can put all power to engines so you can try and get away faster. Everyone else, defense mode. Because the fighters will get the job done here.
Hostile unit identified. Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Let's actually set the ball on this one. We'll just go after the ones that are chasing.
Missiles incoming.
Yeah, we got loads of health, don't worry. And we're being attacked from every direction there on what is effectively a fully healthy ship. Let's clean this up. Make sure to repair this fleet after. Alright, the fighters have bagged their first victim. And they are quickly working on their second. It will not be long until the fighters have eaten all of these ships. Pop. This is the strafe effect right here.
We've got them now.
Should do a video on that at some point. Boom, boom, boom. The strafe effect. Strafe effect is where the way AI works in games, it tends to overshoot units when it has a strafing style of attack, which involves it doing a lot of maneuvering and wasting a lot of time firing when it could be firing. But if you destroy the enemy within the first strafe, then they can quickly move on to the next target and thus keep their DPS up. This guy is chasing after my weakened ship. And he is welcome to do that. I must admit, with 2 HP, it is actually, I'm pretty scared for it. The only thing he's got is front armor and bottom armor. Okay, he's firing his missiles this way. He hasn't got a lock yet. The fighters are behind him. Just keep flying away. He will catch that ship eventually, but the fighters are going to get him first, I think. In fact, he's down to 8 HP. I think the fighters have already got him. The AI is thirsty for your weakest ship. Alright, we have another fight going on. Oh, this is to do this story mission, no.
Frigate is ready for orders.
Okay. Transfer to this fleet. Jump to this planet, please. You can merge with that fleet. Okay, so I mean, we're at the point now where I think we are ready to just start plowing out the story missions.
This is not great. An anti-Caprican alternative news team is broadcasting their live feed after bumbling into a known Cylon patrol. Given the option, Kane would rather leave them out there. Otherwise, I might be able to wrangle a counter-story if you can find me an officer who isn't shy of a few cameras.
280. 280 is such a waste. I'm not in any rush.
Cylon's strike group has been detected.
I see these boys are setting up shop here. Isn't it interesting that politically this is the city that's actually starting to panic? It's not actually the one that's under attack. Fleet 137 is, what? Small. In fact, all of these fleets are small with the exception of this one. Okay, 140, that's fine. Let's go and delete some of these. The reward for this mission is garbage, isn't it?
This is not great. An anti-Caprican
It's like
alternative news team
Officer
broadcasting
EXP.
their live feed after bumbling into a known Cylon patrol. Given the option,
This fleet
Kane
is
would
actually
rather
ready
leave
for a
them
second
out there.
Battlestar.
Otherwise, I might be able to wrangle a counter story.
But it'd have to
and
wait
find me
until
an
I
officer
actually
who
have a
isn't shy of
Battlestar
a
over
few
there.
cameras.
Okay, so you jump here. And you jump here. And you... I'm spending a lot of money here to do all this. Jump here.
I've plotted their jump coordinates, sir.
Honestly, I could just sit on my hands if I wanted to. It's not like I'm gonna take too much economic damage. I'm nearly done stabilizing the political situation in these regions. Okay, 4 adamants is my standard fleet. No, 5. 5 is the standard. I need one more. Well, I'll have one more very shortly.
Battlestar Group is under attack.
Yeah, you're gonna die. It's 4 Nemesis again. Let's rearrange this. I was never 100% happy with this formation. I actually do like the House of Cards formation. It allows good field of fire and good coverage. And the AI, I don't think, is 100% certain on how to deal with it. Obviously, House of Cards formation is better with 2 battle stars, with the second battle star here. But I do not have a second battle star here yet. Anyway, this fleet is a 1,800 fleet, which means it's
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2.
It's 4 Nemesis.
1.
Oh, that's a spicy Coke. Spicy. Spicy, spicy. Alright, they're below me again, as is standard, but I really couldn't care less.
Launching alert Vipers.
Boost the thrusters and just fly off somewhere. Totally fine.
So say we all.
I might as well take no damage. Fucking take no damage. The easiest way to take no damage is to simply fly away from the enemy while my fighters destroy them.
Squadron target is confirmed.
Off you go, boys. The runaway strategy. What I will do is I'll assign one of you to go after that one, and one of you to go after that one, and like one of you to go after that one, so that all 4 of them are being harassed. They have no anti-fighter capability at all. Their anti-fighter capability is a joke. Mark 1 Raptors will tear them apart. I don't know what the fuss is about with Mark 2 Raptors. Within the community, everyone's like on about how amazing they are, but they actually cost a lot to replace. And they are a lot less less sturdy. Ah, fuck. There's a bloody asteroid in the way, isn't there? I could launch missiles here as well, but I'm not going to. Any of them that flies directly after my fleet is going to get shot in the rear quarters by the fighter squadron that's harassing.
Yes, Commander.
I wonder if I'm still out of radar range for them. Oh, the Cylons have better radar. Dreidus, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, the first Nemesis is dead. One fighter squadron is enough to reduce their rear armor to 0 already. And this guy is actually taken... not only lost his rear armor, but is taking heavy damage. We haven't lost a single fighter yet. Those flyboys must be having a great time. You get nothing! You don't even get to scratch my hull. I wonder what the repair costs will be after this mission. Not even one casualty. Brutal. 330 EXP. Nice and easy. No, I don't want to do the story. Oh yes, I do want to do the story mission with this fleet group. I'm going to save though, because story missions are crapshoot. But I think I've got this one in the bag. I think I've got this one in the bag. My fleet group is very strong. But once again, we're protecting fragile transports that the AI is going to chase down like it has a thirst that can only be quenched with the blood of civilians. Alright, perfect. Don't know why I moved that. Just sit there. Behave. Stay.
Fleet group is jumping in 3,
2, 1. Patriot City. Lots of freedom has just
multiple
jumped
Dreidus
in.
contacts bearing 014, Karam 002.
I presume this won't inconvenience your big warships too much?
Don't worry, Doc. We'll get you over into Arelon airspace as soon as your FTL drives are recharged.
That's not what concerns me.
That's not what concerns me. Okay. Look at that. If I put the space station on standard, they're not in radar range, but if I put it on maximum defense, they're in radar range, and that means that I am able
Yes, sir.
to immediately put my ships into full attack mode, knowing that the necessary targeting information will be provided
Commander.
by the space station. Turn around.
On it, Commander.
Stupid civilians. Why would you fly towards the battle? Scramble the fighters!
Priority 1 still online.
Alright, what are we looking at? Carrier, 2 Revenants, a Nemesis, and another carrier. Okay, so basically nothing exciting. Give him a munitions sandwich. And lose height. Fighter squads. Oh god, I forgot to switch the Raptors off the space station. Whatever, I'll get over it. Get them! What to do with the Raptors? Right, you know what? The Raptors can fire munitions, so I mean, why not?
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Eat missiles.
Yes, sir.
How's that hull armor holding up? Yeah, it looks alright actually. Oh, I forgot to turn these idiots.
So say we all.
Oh well, that should be okay. I have so much firepower here. The enemy will not last.
Missiles incoming!
In fact, the first Revenant is already toast. That Nemesis is almost dead as well.
Artemis is taking damage.
Oh, finally lost some hull.
Squadron has gone dark. On it, Commander.
Time to turn. Revenant's nearly gone. Both Revenants are nearly gone. Three rounds left. I think those extra ships are going to be jumping in very shortly. Raptors.
Understood.
Recall to the shipyard.
Artemis is taking damage.
To reload. Goodbye, Revenant.
Additional Dratus contacts, sir. Bearing on the transports.
They're always bearing on the transports. But all that's left now is two very undefended carriers. How did you get there?
Yes, Commander.
Crap. Have I got anyone? Is there anyone that I can scramble to deal with that?
Understood.
Get him. Twist as much as you can, boys, because those homing missiles will be, and torpedoes will be on their way very shortly.
Artemis is taking damage. Daedalus is taking damage. Missiles incoming!
That's a miss. Yeah, good luck with that. Damn, these two are really badly hurt. You desperately need to turn that flak on. In fact, both of you. Left side flak and turn.
Alert squadron to keep 42 by 73 for flak protection.
Hold on.
Firing on target.
Oh, so much damage taken. I do not want to lose a base star. Those are expensive.
Yes, sir.
Keep going down so that you can present that top armor, which is pretty strong. I could put him on defensive stance, but I'm not sure that would save him in any way. In fact, this guy is really just almost out of almost out of armor in pretty much every region. Alright, Nemesis is gone. And Talon.
Daedalus is taking damage.
Blomp,
Commander,
blomp.
Transports 2 and 3 have jumped to Pycon. Cuddle's transport hasn't jumped.
Tell your commander my ship is ready to be escorted to Sagittarion.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know we can't take you there. The Sagittarian border embargo is still in place. The whole planet is off limits to Colonial Fleet.
You have your duty, and I have mine. You can let yours get in the way of helping innocent victims, children, goddammit, or you can take me to Sagittarion and let me do my job.
Even if Kane agrees, we have to
Yeah,
clear the
yeah.
Cylons first. If they see us jump now with Coddle, they're going to realize we're taking him to Sagittarion.
Alright. You two, switch that flak off. Especially since the fighters are home. Not that they are my primary concern. Actually, while we're at it. Whoa, how are all the fighters getting selected? I want 4, not all of them. Okay, right armor is 30, that's okay. I don't know how long I've got until their tubes are reloaded. Another missile volley could be fatal. Ah, speaking of missile volleys. Let's switch the space station to full guns. It's only 2 Nemesis, like, you know. The threat that's remaining is not much. And I have a clean shot here. It didn't look like it, but I actually did. That's why I launched. Honestly, I'd almost prefer them to go after the transport than to go after the Artemis that's like a 4 HP. Oh, here come the torpedoes. They went after the shipyard. Nasty, nasty boys. It's alright though, the shipyard's got a lot of hit points, so it could take it. If you have a shot, take it. Is now hacking my shipyard. I'm honestly not sure how that would work. I do like that it says that raptors are docked at the station, which helps with the firewall. It's kind of interesting that, you know, the ECM ship would assist the shipyard in defending this attack. I mean, it's a shipyard. It should have hundreds of independent computer systems, you know. Different regions of the shipyard should be isolated from each other. I mean, I actually don't get how the Cylons would be able to hack like a massive installation like this. Like, I get how they could hack like part of it or various subsystems, but not you know, hack it and get the fire control for the entire space station. It's a space station, it's probably got independent, or it should have independent fire controls for various defenses in various places. Anyway, whatever. This Nemesis is about to die. He's also just entered the effective fire of my fleet.
Sir, contact zone is clear. Can also confirm PyCon medical teams 2 and 3 have hit dirt.
Inform Lieutenant Cottle that I won't break Sagittaron's embargo for his personal crusade. And Commander, that is the last time I'll hear you taking orders from an inferior officer.
Government overthrown by a African-backed coup. Their military forced to fight enemies they didn't make. Oh, I can't imagine why they don't leave the welcome mat out for Colonial Fleet.
About that, I think I have an idea.
I think I have an idea. This guy has just... He's just maxed out. He's done. Unfortunately, I can't really take this officer off of the shipyard. Because I need one with 8,000 skill. Alright, the next mission has appeared. In fact, the 2 next missions have appeared. Broken Alliance 3 and Chapter 7.
Chatter amongst Cottle's crew says they still can't pin down exactly what the Cylons used in these attacks. I think the
Now, it's
Cylons
my understanding
explicitly targeted Sagittaron because they expect Colonial Fleet to hesitate before breaking the embargo. They won't expect a quick retaliation. Adjunct ruling on a confiscation operation made it through Quorum 20 minutes ago. We've got the green light from Kane to enter
Alright, let's wait
Sagittaran
for this.
space to retrieve samples of the chemicals used in the attacks. All we've got to do now is jump inside the Sagittaran border, hijack the Cylon chemical weapons, and get out before we cause a political disaster. Easy.
Easy. So, going back to what I was saying. My understanding is that there's only 12 missions in the original campaign, so we are actually now in the mid-game and actually heading towards the late game. And I think there are 8 missions in the Broken Alliance chain. But it looks like the main missions and the Broken Alliance missions have sort of split back up here since both of them have appeared. I will chase the main missions first before I
Chatter
chase the
amongst
Broken
Cottle's
Alliance
crew
ones.
says they still can't pin down exactly what the... Might want to tidy your desk there, Commander. Kane is bringing an unexpected guest
Wow,
to
look at the
CIC.
rewards for this.
And this is the executive operations of Colonial Fleet. Commander, this is Prince Stefan, Duke of Hadrian, of the royal family of Vergon.
Just Stefan. There's a time and a place for pleasantries. The middle of a spiraling war is not one of them. So, straight to business.
Straight to business then.
Vergon intelligence suspects an attack on the Leonid V-Day celebration. We trust our sources, but they have not yet gathered specifics on how the attack will proceed. My personally being here should imprint upon you the severity of our concerns. Vergon saboteurs will...
Jesus, I can't tell if this guy is British or
Foreign
German.
alliance will deviate into squabbling and infighting. We require the impartiality of Colonial Fleet to intervene on Vergon's behalf.
Commander, you will send an investigative force to monitor the event. Be prepared for anything. The last thing we need right now is a diplomatic fiasco with the 12 colonies watching.
Alright, interesting. There's blatantly going to be another mission where you have to freaking protect something. Anyway, it's going to be at least 6 turns before I get over there, because I'm going to have to wait a few to cool the shipyard down. Then jump to one of the middle nodes, and then jump to Sagittarian, so that's going to take some time. I'm not wasting money on emergency jumps when I don't need to. Meanwhile, my heavy-duty fleet in this sector should be able to keep this area politically stable, as long as it just keeps on pressing the attack. Pressing the attack, or I guess keeping up the defense. As long as it's actually sat contesting the planet, they can't damage the political situation. And this one's obviously under attack, but as soon as we've cleaned this one out, we can move over here and protect this one, so... all that remains is for me to just keep on using my money to keep on producing ships. When I have a big stockpile of money, I can produce Artemises, and when I have not so much money, I can produce Adamants, and continue to gain a bigger and bigger foothold. It's obvious to me that you need to use your shipyard fleet for all of the plot missions, because you need that extra power. Now, in case I hadn't discussed this before, the shipyard occupies the support slot. There are other support ships which you can build. We've unlocked one. We've unlocked the... Oh, maybe I actually have to buy the blueprint for it as well. We've unlocked the Celestia, which is also a support ship, which has the ability to repair armor and restock missiles. But let's be honest, okay? You never run out of missiles in a normal fight. The missiles that your ships come with is absolutely plenty for the full duration of a fight. No problem. And repairing armor, you know, seems great. But the problem with that is that the AI will target the crap out of this thing. So, if you're using it to repair armor, and you're actually in combat, you better be prepared to lose it. And if you're not using it to repair during combat, all you're effectively doing with it is using it to repair your ships after the battle is basically won or over. Because of the way the AI relentlessly targets weak ships. You know, if you imagine pulling away weak ships to repair them and then pushing them back to the front line, that's just not going to happen. This game doesn't really allow that. I believe this is like a kind of mine that destroys enemy missiles and such. Sweeper Squadron. Squadron size 2, well that's not big. They're fast though. Okay, so they have the ability to deploy chaff, which basically stops missile volleys, but to be honest, the only thing that actually truly stops a horde of torpedoes is either maneuvering out of the way of them, obviously, which is what I do most of the time, or flak. Flak stops them. Those are the things that stop them. Everything else is kind of just, you know, a waste of time. So, you know, at some point, if you have like a fleet that's just entirely base stars, you just switch on your flak and you just then you just laugh at incoming munitions because the flak will just take it all. You know, it's like the shipyard fleet currently is 3 base stars and 3 adamants, right? But there's still like 1,100 points left over. I think you could pretty readily have a 5 base star fleet. And if you're running 5 base stars, guess what? You just switch that flak on for all of them and you laugh at incoming missiles because they ain't going anywhere or doing anything. You just got to remember to turn your flak off for the turns where you want to launch your own missiles in counterfire. So, I don't really see the point. My understanding is that when you unlock blueprints, you are effectively also unlocking these things for the Cylons, and maybe they would be useful for them. So you must be careful about what you decide to buy. Like the Ranger is like high DPS and very soft. I don't think that's actually conducive to saving money on your part. It does also have great armament. But the point is that whatever the Cylon equivalent of that is, I don't want to have to deal with it. When you're playing on the highest difficulty, you want to actually cheese the game mechanics to win, and that is one of the ways that you can cheese this game. So I'm going to cheese the game and win the game. But we do have to remember that story missions have their own preset enemy complement, which can consist of things that you don't have access to. So we might have to unlock things to do certain story missions at some point. So these are considerations I have to make. Anyway, that is enough flapping my gums from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and next time we will just holding pattern, really. Cool this down, jump it here. Cool it down some more, jump it here, and start the plot mission. In the meantime, the one fleet that I have over here can work to try and hold the political situation in that area. Shame you can't go any higher than level 10. Many of my officers are actually close to leveling up. And do note, if your fleet has not moved for a long time, i.e. it's ready to jump, if the enemy jumps in next to you, you can jump away without actually having to fight. So you can dictate whether you want to take the battle or not, based on your fleet versus theirs. So there's actually no danger in having fleets parked at all the planets. Anyway, if the shipyard is on its way here, we will leave these fleets behind. As big as they are going to get. Which I guess is one small fleet and one large fleet. And head back here and start making fleets here. Wherever the shipyard is, that's where we're going to start reinforcing with more ships. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.